You to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With PhilsGang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the PhilsGang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. PhilsGang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With PhilsGang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all PhilsGang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to PhilsGang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? Isn't it time you take control of your investments? For over 15 years, PhilsGang.com's Phil Grandy has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. PhilsGang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true, right? So why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. PhilsGang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's PhilsGang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at PhilsGang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. PhilsGang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to PhilsGang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated, so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Do you like the way things are, the way they've been headed in this country? Do you like the continual destruction of our manufacturing base and the jobs that went with it? Do you like the uncontrolled illegal immigration? Do you like this string of stupid wars from Iraq to Libya to Syria? If you want to say yes to all that, you want to keep all this the way it is, vote for Hillary Clinton. And if you don't like the way things have been headed, you've got a chance to really shake the system to its roots. And if you wake up the day after the election and it's the same as it is today, if it's the same 4 or 5 or 8 years from now, remember you had the chance to change it, but you were too dainty to do it.
Wow. That's Chris Matthews. He loves Obama. He loves Hillary Clinton. Wow, has he changed. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. And he's right. I've been saying the same thing. I'm saying, I don't understand. How could Hillary Clinton be winning when 72% of the people said they had it with Washington? Are you kidding me? Just because Trump says something on the bus, disgusting, no question about it. But that's not why you vote. Okay? Look, disgusting is all the stuff that Hillary's done. But let's put that aside. Right now, if you're not sure who you're going to vote for, Trump or Hillary, it shouldn't have anything with what Trump said on the bus, private. Shouldn't have anything to do with the emails. Not even that she sold her office. Shouldn't have anything to do with that. Because they all sell their office. Every senator, every Republican, every representative, every Congress, they all sell their office. She just happened to have the highest office next to the president. So you shouldn't even consider that. It should be considered on where we are, where we stand in this country. You should consider Obamacare. Make your decision on Obamacare. He's right. So don't vote. This argument between the emails and what Trump said and what he said about a judge, forget that. Because when it comes down to pulling that lever, it's about your family. It's about your wallet. Voting has always been, at the end of the day, the wallet. And I don't care who walks into that booth. I'll bet you even Obama, when he walks in the booth, he'll probably pull the lever for Trump. Because now he's getting out of the White House, it's going to be his wallet. Do you think he wants to see income taxes go up to 70% from 39%? He'll vote for Trump. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to. But that is shocking. That is shocking. But let's think about it. Clinton and Obama talking about health care, right? Hey, we're going to fix it. But wait a minute. Remember what Bill Clinton said?
The people that are getting killed in this deal are small business people and individuals who make just a little too much to get any of these subsidies. Why? because they're not organized, they don't have any bargaining power with insurance companies, and they're getting whacked.
Now, what he's talking about is the middle class. Now, here's what's interesting. I was listening the other night to a couple of liberals talking about Obamacare. Oh, it's easy to fix. It's easy to fix. Really? Really? You know how they're going to fix it? You know what they're saying how to fix it? It's a technical matter. You know what the technical matter they said? They said because so many states did not sign up enough healthy young people. So what they're going to do is just nail healthy young people. They're going to take that mandate penalty and they're going to whack it and they're going to make it so that people have to pay it. There's going to be some wicked penalties. That's where they're going to get people. But here's what's happening. Now they're already setting up to blame Congress. They're going to start blaming the Congress and blame the Republicans. Because they're going to say, well, it's the Congress why it can't be fixed. See, they're going to say Congress would have to vote to spend the money. So unless the Democrats manage to take the House, which I don't think they're going to, or the Republicans, okay, they need to cooperate, right? And I don't think they're going to. Why would they cooperate with this bill? So it's an easy fix. But they're not going to get the... First of all, if the Democrats don't take the House and the Republicans aren't going to cooperate, it's not an easy fix. It's not an easy fix. They can't fix it. And they keep telling us how since Obamacare passed Congress, that... ever since Congress passed Obamacare, sorry, this thing with Chris Matthews got me thrown off. They just put it up for me. I can't believe it. Okay, private insurance cost has gone through the roof, right? But they're saying, no, it's private insurance really has gone down, they're telling us. This is what they're saying the other night. They said, it's going down. It's less than half than what it used to be over the previous decade. So they're trying to tell us that since they passed this Obamacare, since Congress, that private insurance costs have risen less than what it's been over the last decades, less than half. Well, tell that to somebody who went from a $200 deductible to a $6,000 deductible. You think that makes them feel good? Or went from a payment of $200 a month to $800 a month. Oh, but you should feel good. Because since Obamacare was passed by Congress, private insurance costs have risen less than half. Or at least half as fast before it was passed. Oh, that makes you feel good when you write that check. And so it's all going to come. So my question, but what do they say about the spiking premiums, these people, these crazy people? Oh, not to worry. It's only a small group of mostly middle-class workers. The exact ones that Bill Clinton were talking about. Don't worry. And the other night he goes, I'm listening to it, I want to say it. And they said, but most of it doesn't matter because most of them should be grateful. Because most of the middle-class people who their premiums are going up, that's who it's affecting. Only a couple of million people, they said. They should be thrilled. Because most of those people, the middle class, have pre-existing conditions anyways, which means they should be grateful. Because without Obamacare, they wouldn't be insured at all. So here they're selling the other night. Oh, wait a minute. If you're a middle class person, your rates are going up, but not to worry about. It's only about 2 million of you, which by the way is more than 2 million. But don't worry about it. It affects you. Hey, look. Most of you all have a pre-existing condition. I guess all middle-class people have pre-existing conditions. Can you imagine? I'm listening to this stuff. First, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I thought it was Donna Brazile talking. Unbelievable. So just the middle class, right? Now, think about this. Obamacare has caused a massive transfer of wealth away from people who earn a middle-class income to others. Hardworking American taxpayers has faced a double whammy of higher health insurance premiums and higher taxes to finance Obamacare. Now, how it works is an additional $1,000 in household income reduces the amount of the subsidy by $150. People eligible for credit face about 15% additional effective marginal tax rate on income above poverty level. That's why he never worked on job creation. Yeah, he never worked on job creation. See, this was designed so if you don't work, hey, you don't make enough income, you get covered. So he's telling people, don't work, and that way you can get covered. Don't go to work. We'll be right back. This is nuts.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. It's always about fees. That's right. It's always about fees. When you're investing in anything, it's about fees, but especially 401ks. Let me explain to you how you get screwed with a 401k. Nobody will tell you this. You'll be told with a $25,000 investment, your 401k will return 7%, and over 30 years, you'll retire with a nest egg of $226,000 with a fee of 0.5%. That is a lie. Do you know if you just bump it from 0.5% to 1.5%, that $226,000 drops to $160? With 2% fee, it drops to $123. But you know what most fees are? 3%. So you're going to drop almost below $100,000. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and get rid of that 401k. It is not for your benefit.
Isn't it time you reduce your fear of investing? Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You hear me talk about 401ks every day on my radio show. Why? Because it's such a disservice. 89 million Americans have a 401k. There's 638,000 plans. And the father of the 401k, Ted Brenner, even admitted they're a scam. He doesn't endorse them anymore because of the ridiculous fees. You got to get away from those fees. Remember, every 1% fee, they take 30% of your retirement money. The average fund is 2.5%. 60% of the money is going to be gone when you're ready to retire. You don't need to do that. There's an alternative. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Seek out the alternative. Give yourself a break. philsgang.com. Sign up today.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Money, 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 can you use?
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
Trump's election is going to be the biggest you ever recorded in human history. And it will feel good for a day, maybe a week, possibly a month. When the rightfully angry people of Ohio and Michigan and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin find out after a few months in office that President Trump wasn't going to do a damn thing for them, it'll be too late to do anything about it.
Wow. There you have it. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. Oh, my God. So I just want to finish up this. I think it's important today. Let's not talk about these emails. I'm sick of it. Or what Trump said on a bus. Let's talk about why you have to make a decision based on your wallet. And Obamacare is just, you couldn't make a better decision just using Obamacare to make sure you don't vote for Hillary. You can't fix it, that's for sure. And remember, Obamacare, never forget this, Obamacare has caused a massive transfer of wealth away from people who work, okay, to those who don't work. Obamacare, it was designed so that if you work, you want to get somewhere with your life, you get penalized. I mean, think about it. Every additional $1,000 in household income reduces the amount of subsidies you get by $150. What kind of stupid thing is that? So if I work hard and my income goes up, I lose my subsidy. Are you kidding me? Obama has always done everything to discourage people from working and trying to get them on welfare rolls. Because once they get on welfare rolls, they are Democrats for life. And that's how they vote, get free stuff. Liberal Democrats I'm talking about. There's a lot of good Democrats. I'm talking about the wackos on the left. I mean, think about it. The amount of tax credits fall as you work harder. You get punished for working. Just like low income. The folks who are working at Walmart, other places like that, they try to better themselves, so they take an extra job. They make a few bucks extra. Obama punishes them. Well, you made another $40 this week. So you're gonna lose this subsidy, and you're gonna lose that subsidy, you're gonna lose your food stamps, so people don't work. Who ever heard such a stupid thing? Is that what you want in this country? Is that what we want? Let's go make some money. It just drives me nuts.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
Okay, today, Sanders affects the stock market. Listen to this about Lilly.
On a stock that's moving, Eli Lilly.
Bernie Sanders strikes again. He is tweeting about the price of Lilly's insulin drug Humalog. Lilly down there more than 2% on this news. His quote says, why has the price of Humalog insulin gone up 700% in 20 years? It's simple, the drug industry's greed.
That's right. Now, you see, if you had my chart, my color-coded technology chart, It tells you when to get out. It turns red. No joke. Lilly was trading, it was green, around $81. It was $82 actually, and that was October 12th. It turned red even before that announcement. It turned red. Now, let me explain something. It turned red on October 14th. It said the institutions were leaving. Of course, because who gets the information first? The institutions. They always get the inside information. So when it turned red, that was what? I don't even know how many days. If you take today's the 1st of November, that was October 14th. So the institutions had the information that Bernie Sanders was going to say this about 15 days ago. So they started to leave. So if you were in Lilly, you would have been safe. You would have got out with your profit. I don't know what other chart in the world does that for you. There isn't. This is what I designed because I know people are frustrated. They don't go into the stock market. They stay away from the stock market. They're upset with the stock market because they remember they lose money. They never get out in time. Seems like they make money and they give it all back. You won't give it back with this chart. It works. It works. Lilly, again. Lilly on it was trading around, the stock was worth about $83. That was around July 29th. It turned red a couple of days later, and it collapsed. So you would have got there as well. So please, look, you can make money when stocks go down. When it turns red, you just sell it short. That's all. It's easy. Just the little button says sell short. You don't even know what that means. It works. So all you have to do is become a gang member. It's $39.95. And that's a great value because you get my coffee talk in the morning before we start. I have a live class from 9:30 to 11 o'clock while the market's open, while it's the most active part of the market, so you can see I'm teaching. It's live. People are emailing me, asking me questions about their stocks. I put them up, and I tell them why they should be buying it or not buying it or adding to it, and you learn by watching that. And then then when that class is over, around 11 o'clock, then I start on alerts, start looking at the stocks. I send you alerts about bonus stocks. All day I'm communicating with my people. All day long, right after the market, all day for $39.95. Nobody does that for $39.95. The gang membership's a terrific thing, but the chart, and you don't look. If you join the gang, you don't have to buy the chart if you don't want it. It's up to you. But here's another thing that's wonderful about chart. I always said the exchange traded funds are much better than the 401ks are ridiculous. Those are ridiculous. You can buy a beautiful basket of stocks, okay? You can buy, for example, XRT. These are all the retail stocks. It's a basket of them. The retail stocks were at $46, around $46, and that was on August 24th. And it turned red the next day, and now it's $41. So that meant that you would have been saved. You would not have lost 10%. Call now. Get it. It's free. 877-600-GANG. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know, most people get involved with a 401k because of the employer match. They really believe that there's free money. There's no free money. It's a scam. Here's how it works. You ever notice that you can't get the money all at once? Why not? Why don't they just give you the match all at once? Why over 6 years? Because they know only 12% of the people who work for a company stay for 6 years or more. Only 12% are there for 6 years. That's why they plugged it to 6 years. They know you're not going to stay. So it's not for your benefit. It's for the benefit of the company. It's a scam. There's an alternative, though. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
It's so hard when you look at the Clintons to try to figure out where the charity ends and begins, where their profit-making ends and begins, and where their official powers as Secretary of State or Senator ends and begins. And the problem is they all get blurred together. Beginning in 2009, the Swedish telecom giant Ericsson is coming under increasing pressure in the United States because it's selling telecom equipment to repressive governments around the world. In the midst of all of this, they decide to pay Bill Clinton to give a speech for the first time ever. They pay him a whopping $750,000.
Soon after, Hillary Clinton's State Department urged new, broader sanctions against Iran. But the guidelines did not include telecom, which is Ericsson's business. In June 2010, Bill Clinton was in Colombia.
Bill Clinton meets with the then president of Colombia, Uribe, to discuss matters in private. Hillary Clinton is in Colombia at the same time. And after Bill leaves the presidential palace, Hillary Clinton comes in and has lunch with the president of Colombia, where she signs some technical agreements and explains her commitment to a free trade agreement between Colombia and the United States.
The very same trade agreement she had pledged to defeat while running for president in 2008.
And I will do everything I can to urge the Congress to reject the Colombian free trade deal.
Also in Colombia with Bill Clinton was Frank Giustra.
Frank Giustra, a Canadian billionaire, arrives in Colombia with Bill Clinton on June 8th, 2010. Hillary, at that same time, meets with President Uribe. In that the days that follow, Frank Giustra, who is one of the largest contributors to the Clinton Foundation, sees not one, not two, but actually 3 of his companies get major concessions from the Uribe government in Colombia.
Now that's irritating, isn't it? Isn't that irritating? But that's not the reason you don't vote for her. Forget that. Here's the reason. Not only the health care I just went over, that the middle class gets screwed. If you make too much money, you lose all your subsidies. You and I are supporting people who don't want to work. The biggest transfer of money from us to those who don't want to work in the history of this country. You know all about how bad Obamacare is. The other reason is the economy. Now, what do I have to say to convince you? Or you should convince yourself. Ask yourself. The 72% say you wanted change, but now you're saying, no, you don't want change. You want Hillary and you want Obama for another 8 years. Ask yourself. Let's see. Hillary Clinton's been a politician for 30 years, and 8 of the last years, have you felt this recovery, this upswing that Obama and she claims that is happening since she and Obama controlled Washington, Congress? And if you're not quite sure that the world's biggest economy is in an upswing, as we've been told by Obama and Hillary and all their supporters, then why are the most important indicators tell us there is no recovery? There is no upswing in the economy. None. Look, productivity, a key indicator to wage growth. It's negative. Durable goods, a key indicator to economic growth. It's negative. So there's 2 indicators. The key indicator of wage growth is say they see no wage growth going forward. This is going forward. No wage growth going forward. They see none. The market's forward looking. That indicator is so accurate. Durable goods, another indicator that looks forward as to the economy growing. It says no. Earnings growth. That tells you, okay, companies, are they making enough money? Are they earning enough money so that they will take the CEOs and plow money into the company for new equipment, capital investment? Because it's that capital investment that creates productivity. It's that capital investment that creates the productivity that gives you a wage hike and hires you. It's that productivity that then grows the economy. Because when CEOs do buy new equipment and so forth, that grows the economy. Has that been happening? No. So the 3 indicators show us there is no. We've been lied to. There's no upswing. So know that. But here's the big one. The bonds. Bond buying. Just look around and see who's buying them. And who has been buying them. An increase of 74%. The 5 largest banks. Whoa! That's telling you there's no upswing. Yet the economy is terrible and they think a market crash is coming. Are you kidding me? They're stockpiled a record $2.4 trillion in bonds. Are you kidding? And here's the other thing. When they give their extra cash, these banks to the Federal Reserve, the banking cartel we call them, they earn 0.5%. Well, they're not doing that anymore. They're buying 2-year bonds so they can get just under 1%, 0.85%. The 5 largest banks increased their bond buying by 74%. That's telling you there's no upswing. We've been lied to. J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, USB has increased their bond holding by 74%. What are you, nuts? We haven't seen we haven't seen banks do that, or you want to see how they're tightening their credit right now to Main Street businesses. It's like back in 2009 crises. You go to a bank right now, try to get a loan. You think you're back in 2009. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. Look, while everyone is focused on these 650,000 new emails, forget it. Focus on the market. Focus on messages from the market. That's what I'm doing for my gang. So we're in a position to short this market, which, by the way, we are doing right now. U.S. corporate bonds, outstanding bonds, have nearly doubled to $7 trillion since 2007. What does that tell you? Wow. Here's the problem. Worse. The proceeds did not go into capital spending, into new equipment, into new technology. No. Instead, that money went into Wall Street for more financial engineering of the stock market. As more than 100% of their net income, these S&P 500 companies, is now being used not for capital spending, but for stock buybacks. Stock buybacks to push these stocks up even further. Up even further. And that's one thing I love about my charts. And one thing I love about the stock market. It identifies for you, it gives you great messages to the market. Great messages that there's a problem. And like I said, Lilly. Listen to this. Here's another one, Lilly.
For example. Thanks, Steph. You own this.
I do own it. I'm underweight healthcare in general. I own this. It's a great company. It's got a great pipeline. This is not a big percentage of your total.
Oh, it's a great company, great pipeline, great this, great that. Really? But I just showed you. It went from green to red back in October 14th, and it's dropped nearly 10%. So all the reasons why she said she's buying it, the fundamental reasons, didn't matter, did it? Why? Because the institutions knew in advance that something was going on, and he was going to make that speech, and they got out early. And you were with me, you got out early. Why? Because you had the chart, and you were a gang member. But better than that, you made money, because not only did you get out of your position, Lily, you set yourself up to short it. Get your free chart right now, 877-600-GANG. Call now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You hear me talk about 401ks every day on my radio show. Why? Because it's such a disservice. 89 million Americans have a 401k. There's 638,000 plans. And the father of the 401k, Ted Brenner, even admitted they're a scam. He doesn't endorse them anymore because of the ridiculous fees. You got to get away from those fees. Remember, every 1% fee, they take 30% of your retirement money. The average fund is 2.5%. 60% of the money is going to be gone when you're ready to retire. You don't need to do that. There's an alternative. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Seek out the alternative. Give yourself a break. philsgang.com. Sign up today.
Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. It's always about fees. That's right. It's always about fees. When you're investing in anything, it's about fees, but especially 401ks. Let me explain to you how you get screwed with a 401k. Nobody will tell you this. You'll be told with a $25,000 investment, your 401k will return 7%, and over 30 years, you'll retire with a nest egg of $226,000 with a fee of 0.5%. That is a lie. Do you know if you just bump it from 0.5% to 1.5%, that $226,000 drops to $160? With 2% fee, it drops to $123. But you know what most fees are? 3%. So you're going to drop almost below $100,000. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and get rid of that 401k. It is not for your benefit.
Isn't it time you reduce your fear of investing? Find out more at philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? Isn't it time you take control of your investments? For over 15 years, philsgang.com's Phil Grandy has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. philsgang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true, right? So why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
You're listening to The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grandy. Be sure to check out the all-new Phil's Gang website at philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Again, Lily's the best proof in the world for all you doubters that my chart, which I'm going to give you free for 4 weeks if you join the gang at $39.95, it's a $24.95 value. Once you get this chart, you'll never get rid of it because it always tells you in advance when a stock's going down. And if you don't think so, try it. Try it for 4 weeks. Try it. Here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. But also tells you when a stock is going up. So you would have been saved by Lily. You wouldn't have gotten hurt. You would have made money on Lily because you would have got out in time. And I show you numerous stocks like that every day. I show them to you. I tell you about them until I want to tear my hair out. All right, listen to this. One thing I can't stand about Bill Maher, he's such a dope. He gets his producers to put some numbers together. He has no idea what he's talking about. Listen to this, the cheerleader for Obama.
The economy grew 2.9%.
Now get this. He thinks that's a great thing, 2.9%. He has no, you can't relate it to anything because he doesn't know anything. He's an idiot.
The economy grew 2.9% in the third quarter.
Yeah.
We have moved into a fact-free world where facts just don't matter, if they're reported at all.
Right.
The economy grew 2.9%.
All right, 2.9%. He thinks that's a terrific thing. What? Our national debt has doubled. Poverty has increased by 8 million people. Food stamps increased by 111% from 21 million to 47 million. Disability checks doubled from 7 million to 14 million. 7 million to 14 million. We have a 20 trillion national debt. That has halted industrial production. Are you kidding? We take in $3 trillion a year. We spend we take in $3 trillion and we spend $3.850 trillion. Are you kidding? Big deficits. That comes to $6,534 bill for every household in the United States. That doesn't count the $74 trillion for Social Security, Medicare, and benefit, which comes out to another $232,000 for every person in the United States. Then add that to each household personal share of the 20 trillion national debt, which is increased by 27,000 per second. 27,000 per second this guy's spending. We're going in a hole. Are you kidding? Manufacturing over 7 years. We went from having 15,478 manufacturing establishments, and we had 426,000 employees. We dropped from that 15,478 to only 7,855. And we dropped from 426,000 employees when we had the 15,478 manufacturing establishments. When we dropped down to 7,855 manufacturing establishments, now our employment dropped from 426,000 to 157,000. We lost, in 2014 alone, 1.4 million manufacturing workers. These are high-paying jobs, $60,000, $70,000 a year jobs. They were replaced by adding bartenders, waitresses. Are you kidding? This guy doesn't know what he's saying. Earnings, talking about earnings? Wait a minute. Our fourth quarter earnings of 2015, our GDP was just 1.4%. Our earnings growth was negative 8.3%. The first quarter earnings of this year, negative 9%. These are earnings. If you don't have earnings, we can't grow. You don't grow, you don't get wages, you don't get a job. GDP was 1.1%. Then he said, oh, we had to revise it down. It was too good. It wasn't even 1%. That's the first quarter of this year. 0.8%. Are you kidding? Then we had another negative GDP, another negative earnings. And our GDP then was 1.2%. Then we had another. We had the 2.9% for the third quarter. Are you kidding? 1.4, 1.2, 2.9, and wait a minute, they haven't revised that down yet. Wait till they revise that down. You got to remember, you got to have a 4% GDP to create 400,000 jobs. 375 to 400,000 jobs. We're only creating 170 to 180,000 jobs because we have less than a 2% GDP. For the end of this whole year, if you take this whole year, it's going to be 1.6%. That means we're going to be creating an average of 180,000 jobs. This guy's an idiot. He doesn't have no idea what he's talking about. Look, and that's why you should not vote for Hillary, because she's going to have the same policies. And here's another thing, and why I want you to join my gang. Most people don't understand stocks, but let me tell you how important earnings growth is. Earnings are your profits, okay? And we're going to have a great opportunity because stock prices have gone way beyond earnings growth. In other words, let's say your stock price is $2.40, okay? And your earnings growth, let's say, is 3%. So if you if your stock, let's use this. Let's easier. Stock price is $10, and your earnings growth is 3%. Next quarter, okay, your earnings growth goes from 3 to 4. Okay, then your stock price then should move up. And if it doesn't move up, that's a good deal, and that's when we'll get a buy signal when you buy. But here's the problem. Earnings growth, a stock, let's say, is going from $10 up to $100. This is what our stocks have done. But our earnings growth have not moved from, let's say, 12%. Our earnings growth to support that $100 a share shouldn't be at 12, okay? It should be at something like, let's say, 72%. So in other words, every time our stock's up at 100, you look and you go, where's the earnings growth to support it? It should be at least, it's say 72. Instead, it's at 15. That means we have the biggest bubble in the world. Biggest stock bubble in the world because there's no earnings growth. When your earnings growth goes up, you want your stock to follow. Earnings growth goes up, your stock goes to follow. But instead, stocks have gone up 128%, but earnings growth hasn't followed. So that means you got this big bubble. It's going to crash. On top of that, go and look at your bonds. This is all from his policies. The bond market we have right now is so huge, you're going to get your face ripped off. The bond market is so huge. And what's interesting, in the month of October, we've never seen the amount of bonds that were bought. Incredible number of bonds that were bought. Record volume of $250 billion of mergers and acquisitions, another $177 million last week. And everybody's getting these mergers and acquisitions. Remember last week, everybody was buying, everybody was happy. They're buying these companies, and they're propping this market up. And they're buying the companies exactly at the wrong time. And guess what we found out? All the money managers, all the smart money, as soon as these mergers went through, and all the 401k managers bought all the stock of these companies in October, all these mergers and acquisitions, they bought all the stock right at the worst point. They always do that. Right before the stock market's going to crash. Right at the highest point, your 401k manager comes in and buys all of the stock of these mergers and acquisitions. They always do it. Right before it. It's one of the biggest signals the market's going to crash. It's crazy. But here's what nobody knows. Once they did the mergers and the acquisitions, and they took all the guys who managed 401ks, and they got you into these mergers and acquisitions, they bought stock for you, they got out. They got out. They bailed out. All the smart money, all the managers are bailing out of all these mergers and acquisitions. They're bailing out of all these bonds and leaving you hanging with it. Smart money is bailing out. Just look at the yields. From July, the yields went from 1.3% to 1.8%. That's telling you they're bailing out. And they pocketed hundreds of billions of dollars, and you're sitting there not knowing the difference in a 401k. Or you're sitting there with a bond, your broker boy, not knowing the difference. And you think everything's going to be fine, and you're going to get killed. But if you have an indicator, a chart that at least, if you're in a 401k, at least just put up your chart, SPY. Just put up your chart, the MV1, MV2, and put PY, SPY. And when you put it, and you see that SPY turn red, get out. Just get out and run. Sell everything. But better than that, buy the SDS when it turns green so you make money when the market crashes. Join now. Get your free trial, 4 weeks free, 877-600-GANG.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.